Few abilities shape the quality of a person's relationships more than establishing healthy boundaries. Not from coldness, not from pride, not from emotional distance, but from clarity. Because every person will eventually encounter situations where patience, generosity, or kindness are tested. And this is not always harmful. At times, it happens unconsciously. People naturally observe what is accepted, what is tolerated, and what receives no response. And without clear limits, behaviors that seem small at first can eventually turn into patterns. This is why boundaries matter. At work, in friendships, within family, in every space where time, energy, trust, or emotional balance are involved. Because boundaries are not punishment, they are communication. The ability to show others how interaction is meant to take place. And there is another truth worth remembering. The earlier boundaries are established, the easier relationships tend to remain healthy. Because when limits remain unspoken for too long, discomfort begins accumulating. Frustration grows. Patience becomes exhaustion. And what could have been resolved calmly may eventually become conflict. This is why emotional discipline matters when setting limits. Not through impulse, not through emotionally driven reactions, but through calm, clear, and respectful communication, firm enough to be understood, yet measured enough to preserve dignity. The same principle matters even with the people closest to us, because closeness does not always guarantee that limits will be respected. At times, it happens through familiarity, emotion, habit, or simply through human nature. This is why boundaries matter. Not to create distance, but as a form of self-respect, and to protect the inner peace that helps relationships remain strong. And when clear limits are taught to children with calmness and care, they learn not only to respect ours, but one day to protect and establish their own. This is why boundaries deserve far more attention than they usually receive, not because they separate people, but because they help relationships remain balanced, respectful, and healthy. True balance is not choosing between firmness and kindness. It is learning how to hold both at the same time. And when boundaries are expressed clearly, calmly, and through reason rather than emotional impulse, they help create an environment where trust, respect, and emotional balance can flourish naturally.